Greetings, everyone. It's your boy, Lildreadhead. You're live with Lildreadhead. Technically, we're live. I'm live, and I am Lildreadhead. This is the debut podcast of Lildreadhead Live. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and sometimes I might just upload this shit to YouTube. With that being said, on Lildreadhead Live, I like to speak about little escapades that is this thing called my life, or I review movies, or I review trailers, and other things I talk about, like nerdy subjects such as comics, characters, movies, and I just said that, so I'm not going to ramble on. But I also cover things like professional wrestling, and that being WWE. I have a co-host that might appear from time and time, on and off. That is Marcus, if you're listening. Eli is his name. And tonight, I would like to talk to you all about Wrestlemania 33. Wrestlemania 33, not at all really thrilled about it. By the end of the whole ceremony, the whole thing in itself, I felt like, wow, what a way to go. I don't want to, well, of course, I'm not spoiling it for some of you. Hope I'm not. The ending, of course, was The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. I'm not going to cover that just yet, but wow, man. When you look back at Undertaker, his career, and you see just how far everything has come and culminated, it's like, wow, what a way to go. What a way. Starting off, well, there were 13 matches. Technically, if you want to really get into it, you would say there were only 10 matches on the card. The pre-show had 3 matches, and I have to say I was shocked that Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin happened during the pre-show. I had left the house to pick up my friends to watch WrestleMania with them. Didn't get a chance to see who won the damn Battle Royal. Last thing I saw was not Jinder Mahal. I saw Mojo Rawley and the guy from Sanity actually going butting heads with each other. I believe his name is Killian Dane. I'm not entirely sure. I barely watch NXT, and I get to it when I can. My friend informed me that Mojo Rawley won. That's pretty cool. I mean, he won, and they kind of popped that, oh, look, the Patriots guy's here. So, I ain't trying to say he's not a hard worker or anything. I'm just saying, wow, like, okay. That's good, though. I mean, he's doing his own thing while Zach is recuperating. Hopefully they don't split him away from Zach and just, fuck Zach over and just put him into, the garbage can. I mean, the next match was Austin Aries versus Neville, and this match lasted 15 minutes and 40 seconds. My friend told me that this match was actually pretty good. Both men weren't as domesticated as they usually are, although I've treated this like a piss break. Literally, I was downstairs cleaning up the house way before they got there. I felt bad for them, too, because I actually wanted to see this match on the main card. I was actually kind of disappointed to see Austin Aries lose. I assumed Austin Aries was going to win. Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing Neville get his little moment, but it makes me say, what's next? I mean, build something up for Payback. God, I hate that we're done with WrestleMania and we're going straight into Payback because, God, I hate these fast-ass non-build-up pay-per-views. Other than that, though, that was that for that match. Moving into the Battle Royal. Like I said, the Battle Royal was what it was. I really felt bad for Big Show. More importantly, Big Show, I believe this is his last run. He's made it very clear that he really was looking forward to going against Shaquille O'Neal, but apparently he was on and off about the whole subject. I guess the money wasn't right. Some people were actually rumoring to believe that Shaquille O'Neal was insecure about his weight. Yeah. Big Show was looking... Hey, he's working out. He was doing his thing, and it's like, wow. I want to say, damn, Big Show, you worked out all for nothing. But, I mean, all at the same time, though, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, he's got his health. He's worked out, and look at him. He's fucking gassed to the gills, I would say. But, I mean, he's not that damn muscular or whatever. But, hey, look, he's looking way better than what he's always looked. So, good for him. It was disappointing to see him get eliminated as quick as he did, especially Braun Strowman, because I assumed Braun Strowman and Big Show would be like the two main focal points of this whole Battle Royal. And one thing that shocked me even more was the fact that the Usos, American Alpha, these tag teams were in it. And I'm starting to think, wow, is this a tag team Battle Royal just like that last Battle Royal we had on the SmackDown brand or live episode? But it was really lackluster here. I'm starting to fail. I'm failing to realize what the hell the Battle Royal, Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial is supposed to be. I mean, some people have actually told me, like, hey, it's kind of like a King of the Ring. I mean, this is no King of the Ring, and King of the Ring is just dwindled from what it used to be. I mean, guys winning the King of the Ring, you actually see them like be eligible for championship matches, or that's gonna be the next guy. This battle royal thing, I just see it as a way for them to put something on the little nameplate to misspell, especially when you see things like Eva Marie, the 2013 Diva Search winner, even though she was never in that shit. But moving on from that battle royal, Mojo Rawley, good job. 33 man apparently. Thought it was just a 30 man, but it was 33 superstars in that. Like I said, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. I'm very disappointed in myself. I'm honestly going to say I did not even see it. I assumed this was going to be on the main roster. It was not on the main roster, and I felt as though it really sucks because it's the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, thank God the U.S. title was on the roster, the main roster. So, not main roster. Why do I keep saying that? The main show. Damn. The goddamn card for WrestleMania. Shit. So, thank God the U.S. title was on the main card. Of course it was. Chris Jericho's the damn champion. But, I mean, you got Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin, who I do see a lot of potential in, but the build-up was kind of weak for me, honestly. One week I'm seeing Baron Corbin putting Dean Ambrose underneath a goddamn forklift. The next week I'm seeing Dean Ambrose spike DDT, and I like to say spike DDT because that dirty deed shit just looks like he's spiking the fuck out of somebody in the damn mat. Spiking, what's his name again? I forgot. The fax guy. What the fuck is his name? Kurt Hawkins? Yeah. It was just a sloppy build for me. A lot of these matches actually were sloppy builds for me personally. I felt that a few of these were, but I mean, Neville, Austin Aries, it was what it was for the build there. That was pretty cool. I mean, for what it was there. I don't even remotely remember. There's not really. The Battle Royal is just a throwaway. It's always to me seem like it's a throwaway. I think Dolph Ziggler actually alluded to Mojo Rawley that, you have to get your WrestleMania moment. And then he just looked at him and walked off, I guess. Dean Ambrose and Baron Corbin, they should have been on the main card, especially when the show ended at 11 o'clock, which shocked me because I'm thinking, wow, usually these pay-per-views end by 10 o'clock. But it's WrestleMania, and they have us sit there for damn near 7 or 8 hours, so they can do what they want, especially when it's on the network. Beginning with the show, we got the usual Star Spangled Banner. The national anthem was sang to us by someone I am unaware of. I don't even know who the fuck it was. I'm sorry, but my friend does, and it was a young lady. Probably a talented young lady. Wasn't really listening, and that's no knock on America, so don't start saying he didn't the national anthem. He's mocking it. No, I'm not mocking it. Everybody walks out of the room, or we just sit there and watch, and we can't wait for them to play the little package, and they did. This shit lasted. It was 6:06 going into 6:07 or 8 that we finally seen the pyro go off for WrestleMania, and God. We saw a million fucking roller coaster rides and Undertaker, Roman Reigns, John Cena. That roller coaster bullshit. And then it comes on. AJ Styles went against Shane McMahon in the opening. It was a good match for what it was. I was kind of disappointed that we had to not get a no disqualification match because I actually would have liked to see a no DQ match between the two. I can't imagine them actually going up the fucking entrance to go to the backstage area to do anything like it was Kurt Angle versus Shane, because look how long that fucking ramp was. Hey, it was what it was. I was really expecting Shane to just go in the crowd, climb the fucking what's that shit called? The damn what is it? The scaffolding up there to that other ring at the top. Maybe I'm just doing the extra. I'm just being extra, but I was really expecting some crazy shit to go down. Maybe he climbs the side of the damn scaffold or goes into the ring above it. I actually made a joke to my friend saying, wow, Shane gonna climb up there and jump down to the ring below, and he's gonna hit AJ with a elbow drop and win the match. But if he won the match, that would have been just criminal. AJ Styles has really carried that SmackDown brand on his shoulders since it's actually had a brand split. And I felt as though AJ not having the match prior, not even having a high quality opponent to go against, not to knock Shane McMahon, because he looks like he's He does what he does in the ring, and it's like, wow, hey, everything but those stupid ass phantom punches, those bullshit ass punches. And I think AJ even said it in the ring. He was like, "This is a real man's puncher," or whatever the fuck he said. But yeah, I'm tired of fucking Shane McMahon's punches. Everything else is pretty good. This match was pretty good for what it was. We had some high spots. Shane McMahon doing a coast to coast. I believe he did a coast to coast, didn't he? Yeah, he did coast to coast. Of course he did. I saw AJ Styles almost attempt to do a coast to coast, and he actually almost would have connected. And that surprised. Well, it shouldn't have surprised me. I mean, AJ Styles is who he is, but I'm so used to seeing RVD and Shane McMahon do it. It's like, wow, I don't ever think I've seen AJ Styles do it. We had, I believe, the shooting star press from Shane McMahon. There's a lot of spots in this match where I felt as though Shane McMahon would actually fuck himself up. Like, I actually even thought that he would break his neck trying to take a damn Styles clash. I was hoping that the phenomenal forearm would take him out. Hey, the match was pretty damn good for what it was. The two guys did. Hey, I can't knock it. It was the opener, too. It's kind of disappointing because it's AJ Styles. But, hey, AJ Styles was on the card. It was the opening match, and, hey, it was good. This match went on for 20 minutes and 9 seconds. A little lengthy. But, hey, next match, Kevin Owens went against Chris Jericho. That was a pretty good match. It lasted 16 minutes and 20 seconds. It was just an average match. It did have a few good spots where both of the guys kept It was a spot where, well, this was a sequence where both of the men kept putting up their knees to every single fucking move. It made me feel like I was watching someone playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth or Here Comes the Pain. They kept pressing the square button to reverse everything. Kevin puts his knees up on the lion saw, then Jericho puts his knees up on the frog splash, and then you got Kevin putting his knees up on the damn lion saw again, then the frog splash again, and back to back to back to back. And I really thought Chris Jericho was going to end up messing up his legs because Kevin Owens is he's not a real small guy. I mean, you see when he did, what was it, Seth Rollins, I believe? He like fucking pancaked Seth Rollins with that frog splash that time. I believe that was Seth Rollins. Yeah, I think it was Seth Rollins. This match was pretty good for what it was. It was pretty predictable, though. I mean, who didn't see Jericho losing? Jericho was losing. He's obviously going to go head out to do his Fozzy thing, and you can't really knock him. Chris Jericho has had a successful run with Kevin Owens, and I can say I pretty much enjoyed it. It was funny. It was good while it lasted. Probably could have kept going, but hey, eventually there was going to be a split, and we got what we got. A lot of people were torn up about how he lost his title to Goldberg, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Goldberg is supposed to be the part-time guy that's the biggest draw or the top guy. So he is, hey, this isn't the only time. That wasn't the only time Kevin Owens is going to get the title. So everybody, chill out. He might get the championship in the future, the near future. So soon as the part-timers stop getting their hands on the title, especially with Brock Lesnar now holding it. Oops, I went ahead a little too far. But hey, I'm sure Kevin Owens will be a champion again. He's now the United States champion. I guess that's something if they hopefully legitimate. I can't say that goddamn word. Legitimatize it, or I don't even know if that's a real word. Well, let's just say hopefully he can make it legit again, like he did, like how John Cena did with the belt. So yeah, I just rambled a lot there. But moving on, the next match was the Fatal 4-Way match for the Raw Women's Championship, which went on for 12 minutes and 8 seconds. I have to say I was shocked, surprised. This match was a Fatal 4-Way elimination match. I planted it in my head that this match was just a regular Fatal 4-Way match. I don't know if I can recall no, I don't think there was any pinfalls. So I almost wanted to say I thought I saw people break up pinfalls, but I don't think so. So, yeah, this was an elimination match, though. Nia Jax got a chance to showcase her skills, being dominant and pancaking the fuck out of the rest of the divas. I was a little disappointed that Sasha didn't come out with her Eddie Guerrero gear. I was looking forward to seeing her cousin Snoop Dogg out there, too. Everybody loves Snoop Dogg. I'm a real Snoop Dogg fan. I really thought that Sasha would win this. And my second guess would, if Sasha didn't win, I was going to guess Charlotte, because I thought, hey, you know how it is, the wacky booking that these Raw women have. The Raw women this has been a clusterfuck on Raw. Let's just say that. And it's been a complete clusterfuck for the women on Raw. The women on Raw they literally had a package that shows Sasha and Charlotte for the majority switching and trading belts, then moving on to Bayley, and then basically non-stop telling us that Bayley's the underdog, even though, which I actually think Lita brought up in the pre-show on the panel saying, how is she the underdog when she's the champion? Which is, how is she the underdog? She's the goddamn champion. But I mean, if you look back on every single Raw leading up to this WrestleMania, you would think she's not going to win this. She's been given the Rey Mysterio treatment for the women's division, won the title, and she's lost damn near more matches than she's won against practically half of these competitors not half. Every competitor in the goddamn match she's lost against. So it's like, I had no faith in her. I believe Sasha was going to win by just cheating or some way. I was thinking it was going to be a heel turn maybe. Did not see any signs of that. And then Charlotte, I believe Charlotte was just going to, do what she does best. Talk shit and win matches. And then come on Raw tomorrow and says, I'm the champion. Yeah, I never needed you. You know how she just yells for no fucking reason and just enunciates. And yeah, that's her thing. So this match was what it was. They eliminated Nia Jax awfully quick, which came to a shocker to me and my friends. We all looked at each other thinking, first of all, is this an elimination match? And goodness, this is just like WrestleMania 16. I mean, God, you got Nia Jax, the Big Show. I'm not even gonna match any of these wrestlers because the match, the damn Rock, Triple H, Mick Foley, Big Show. Yeah, Nia Jax, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. Bayley actually pulled off a victory here. Nia Jax was eliminated. They jumped Nia Jax to get her out, which was disappointing because I really want to see her get a dominating. She's already been dominating, but I mean, they kind of dropped the ball on her. What they did for Braun Strowman, they have fucked up for Nia Jax because Nia Jax could have been more of a monster. She's kind of taking that role of what Awesome Kong or Karma. What Karma was probably finna do with all the divas before she left and I guess got pregnant and didn't want to wrestle there anymore. There's a future to Nia Jax. This isn't the end. So let's all be patient. Bayley won. I don't know where we're moving on to next. I would hope that we see Emelina tomorrow. I'm sorry, Emma. I hope we see Emma. Not Emelina. We need to see Emma. We need to see Big Boss Man Emma come out there. Yes, I call her Big Boss Man Emma. The fucking sunglasses and the goddamn armor or whatever the fuck that is that she wears down to the ring. So yeah, hopefully we see Emma feud with Bayley next. And please, please don't show us a goddamn, oh, I'm coming. It's soon. And the fucking theme music in the back. Don't do it. Just give us Emma tomorrow. And then have her feud with Bayley. Or hell, I mean, don't let Sasha and Charlotte get near each other. Just do something new. You have a lot of people over there, a lot of divas over there. I mean, Alicia Fox is with the fucking cruiserweights, which is kind of sad. I mean, I know she's older and bland or whatever the fuck the problem is with that. She's actually a good athlete. I hate that crazy shit she does. But hey, you got a lot of people over there. You got Emma. You got Alicia. You got these 4 women right here. There's a lot of talent over there they can use. I've not seen Summer Rae yet. So, I mean, someone put her on a fucking milk carton. She's missing. The next match was the Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Nazis, versus Cesaro, Sheamus, the Goodfellas, and Enzo Amore and Big Edge. Before the match began, The New Day came out, which was a surprise to me because I thought, wow, where the fuck is The New Day? You guys are the host, and I only seen you at the beginning, I believe. I think they came out at the beginning. I'm not entirely sure. I think they did because, I clowned Xavier. I called him Rufio from Pan. He's one of the Lost Boys from Peter Pan's gang. They came out here and they looked like they were going to compete. And I kept telling my friends, I even made a fucking Snapchat video. I told my friends 100 fucking times, oh my God, they're coming out there. I was fucking marking out. The New Day's coming. Oh my God, they haven't did shit but try to sell ice cream. They're the Jolly Ollie men now of the WWE. I kept saying they're going to come out there and wrestle because I saw them in their gear, and I thought, oh, Xavier and Kofi. Thank God, Kofi. He's going to be in the ladder match, and he can be athletic and do things. And then one thing I thought about, before my friends came over, I went to WrestleZone. I looked at the news article, and it was the news article that showed WWE official was parked out in front of a tailgating party by the Hardy Boys, or the Broken Hardys. And someone actually posted a video on Twitter asking, I wonder what they're doing here. And my friend kept alluding, man, I want to see the Broken Hardys. And I kept thinking, man, it's not going to be broken. TNA is going through that lawsuit thing with the Hardys. And I kept thinking, if they try to go over there and do that broken shit, it's not going to work. Well, not going to work, and not in terms of, they'll never get over, but I thought in a way of it'll never work as in they don't have the trademark or the rights to the characters. The New Day teased us, though, about they were going to enter, and they actually got the Hardy Boys to come out, which I actually kind of alluded to when my friends were like, oh, yeah, they are going to fight. And I said, dude, I bet you it's the fucking Hardys. They have to be the Hardys. And Lord and behold, it's the fucking Hardy Boys. My friend got up and marked the fuck out. He walked down the hallway in my living room and walked right back in the room, cheering, doing the little, well, he wasn't literally doing the Santino trombone thing, but he was doing the shit with his arm, waving it up and down, just one arm going up and down. Jeff Hardy came out and I saw him do his signature rave party, hit the ground, look back up, wave his arms around. Matt Hardy was smiling, and you could see, I was waiting to see if his character would come out where he would look like he's going crazy and he's going to wave his fucking arms over. There were millions, or not millions, thousands or hundreds of fans waving their arms to the right, signaling, delete. And, wow, this was like one hell of a pop. I don't think anyone got one hell of a... Well, Chris Jericho got one hell of a pop, but the Hardy Boys coming back to the WWE, this was goddamn phenomenal. The match began. This match went on for 11 minutes and 5 seconds. You know this match wasn't going to go without Jeff Hardy doing some death-defying stunt or trying to fuck his body up, and he looked like he did fuck his body up. These guys, I want to say they didn't miss a step. Yeah, they're getting older. It was a little harder for Jeff Hardy to hit that poetry in motion where he just runs up the rope easily with the greatest of ease. I mean, he had to briskly or just gingerly go up to the rope and hit it, and he did it perfectly. It was nice. They did that poetic. Wow, did I just say? I'm sorry, that's Whisper in the Wind. Jeff Hardy couldn't do his Whisper in the Wind. But still, that poetry in motion. I was about to say poetic justice. Poetry in motion was done very slow. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy had some visible guts on them, but that doesn't matter because it's the Hardy Boys, and they're back. And Lord and behold, these guys actually won the goddamn tag team titles. I remember reading, this was a surprise. Well, I want to say this was a surprise to me. I mean, for the Hardys to come back and not win the titles. First things first, I said, wow, Devon's backstage pissed as fuck. The Dudley Boys came back and couldn't even beat the damn New Day. And Hardy Boys in their first day in WrestleMania won the goddamn tag team bouts. A little tidbit here. Jeff Hardy won his first WrestleMania ever. If you think about it, Jeff Hardy has never won a WrestleMania. Matt Hardy is the one that has won his first WrestleMania at 19, I believe. Yes, that was WrestleMania 19 against Rey Mysterio in the Cruiserweight match in the opening. Why couldn't they open the match WrestleMania with Neville and Austin this year, just like they did? Different times. Yeah, Jeff Hardy is now a winner at WrestleMania. Good for you. This is kind of messed up, though. I feel like the other guys are kind of a footnote. You can tell, like, they pale in comparison to the Hardys. I've been saying for weeks, or thinking for weeks, that, wow, the Hardy Boys. The damn tag team division on Raw is so lackluster. I mean, you got some good guys over there, but it's just like, wow. For weeks, I honestly have to say, I did not even know the titles had changed hands with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson as champions. I did not know. It's not because I wasn't watching the show, but it's because I just didn't take them seriously. Because they had been wrestling for weeks, getting their ass whipped by the New Day. It was just unbelievable. You got Luke Gallows, and I don't even know if I'm saying their goddamn names right. There were days where I would say Luke Anderson and Carl Gallows. I mean, God, I could not take these guys seriously, and I still kind of can't. I mean, I know they're part of the club, and I hope and pray that fucking AJ Styles comes to Raw and they work together and they help these guys. They did not need to break these guys up. Or I hope that hell Finn Balor comes back and maybe we can pick some shit up and we can get some stuff rolling here. Maybe we have the Hardy Boys, feud with these guys or feud with any of these guys, and maybe they can help get these guys to understand how to get themselves over. That's not even a knock at them. It's just, hey, because Big Edge and Enzo, I'm not going to disrespect Big Cass. Big Cass and Enzo, they are over. I mean, but for a while there, even I was getting a little annoyed by Enzo. I mean, I thought Enzo was going to die in this match, and I still did. I mean, he ended up getting clobbered. It was fucking clobbering time. Enzo got thrown off or pulled off the ladder at one point. And he was uppercutted. I don't know who was on commentary, but wow. I think we were all talking, me and my friends, and we hit the hammer right on the nail. We was like, power. We said something. I can't remember entirely what was said, but wow, that fucking uppercut really fucked up Enzo. It didn't fuck him up to where it's like, oh, he's injured again. Concussion time. Or it was just, wow. I can't. Well, Enzo is he's annoying sometimes, but it's like, wow, this guy's taking a lot of punishment. Jeff Hardy took a spot, of course. Wow. I was over here thinking like Jeff Hardy was going to literally get the big ladder and put it in the ring and then pull this WrestleMania 23, jump off the thing and land on Big Edge, of all people. Big Edge was going to take the fall, but of course it was Sheamus and Cesaro. I thought Jeff Hardy really fucked himself up here. He jumped off the ladder. He did his little swanton off of the ladder, the large ladder that it was. This reminded me of WrestleMania 17, where I do recall there was the Rhino and Spike Dudley laying on the table, and I believe that was just a table, though. This was the ladder, and they broke the damn thing in half, and that damn ladder, there's no gift to that damn ladder. Well, I wouldn't know, but, I mean, God, it's a ladder. Like, for God's sakes, he's flipping him. He's doing a swan time in the ladder, and he didn't hit both. He hit one. I think it was Cesaro that moved off of his ladder, and I know he probably was like, thank God I didn't have to take this. Sheamus was like the guy that took all the damage this week. He had 15 staples at the top of his head after being clobbered by, I think, one of the Nazis, Gallows or Anderson. And yeah, this time he was swanton through the ladder. Jeff Hardy landed a little awkwardly. When he landed, he kind of like folded up like an accordion, if I may steal that from, I believe, Jim Ross. I really thought he hurt himself, but he scrambled. He pulled through. While at the same time, I believe Matt Hardy was doing like a twist of fate off the ladder. And this was like, wow, they got their little finishers. They got their oh my God moments. They're both doing their finishers, and whoa, look at this. This is like a fucking video game. They did their finishers. No one tried to stop them. They immobilized everybody, and, well, they didn't do it all by themselves. The people had took liberties upon themselves. Other people took everyone out, but they did their finishers. Matt Hardy climbed up to the top, and he grabbed the belts, and the people went crazy. Matt Hardy tried to lead everyone in on a delete chant. I think the cameras kind of like faded off on that, and my friend actually acknowledged that, and I'm still thinking like, do they even want to tread ground, or should they tread lightly, like Walter White would say, on TNA's grounds? I mean, I don't know. Me personally, for a few weeks now, I've been thinking TNA is it's looking like it could be a threat one day, or maybe it can. I mean, WWE is WWE, but I mean, you see TNA has been making strides and it's doing what it's doing, but I mean, I've yet to see any progress, and I don't watch TNA. I just hear the news, and I mean, ever since my friend showed me a clip of Alberto Del Rio winning the title, going into the office, and being told that he has to ask permission to Bobby Lashley to fight him for the title, I thought, okay, so Bobby Lashley is what, the Brock Lesnar over there, or is he like Debo? I don't understand it, but I'm straying off from the topic. We move on to the much highly anticipated John Cena and Nikki Bella and the Miz and Maurice match. This match lasted for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Yes, you heard right. The other matches, this is the first match that did not hit the double digits. This match was 9 minutes and 40 seconds. I was very disappointed in the match. Very disappointed. It played a good video package showing us the funny skits and tidbits that the Miz had been doing for weeks. That last one was very hilarious. My favorite part had to be with Daniel Bryan I like Daniel Bryan, so please don't. You're picking on him. No. That shit was funny. The way he said juice box, like that shit was funny. You gotta admit that shit was funny. This match though was very short, and I was really looking forward to the entrances more. Not entrances like, oh, like they're gonna give them some crazy stuff. Like, I mean, we had seen a few good things. Like Chris Jericho had his list. I forgot to include that. Also, he had his countdown, which was pretty cool. It's a little rainbow color thing in the background. But I am once again straying off from the topic. The Miz did not have his awesome bubbles. Maurice did not have any French flags or any family members come down dancing with her. The Miz and Maurice just came down like normal. Oh, I'm leaving out a very important subject. Al Roker was there, and this sucked. This sucked balls. I do not like, or I do not care for Al Roker. It's not that I don't like Al Roker. It's just some of these people do not belong in the damn ring or incorporated into these big these high profile matches. Not to say this was a high profile match, but it was highly anticipated. I mean, some of these guys do not belong here. Like when I see shit like when Stephen Amell was a perfect example of, okay, he can pass because he looked pretty athletic when he was fucking with Cody Rhodes and fighting him then. My bad, Stardust. People like Al Roker and sometimes Jon Stewart, like a few people that you see, is just like, okay, you do not need to be here. They're going to boo the fuck out of you. And just because it's Miami does not mean you get a pass. I was glad they booed this man. Because especially with the shit that he was talking about AJ Styles before that Royal Rumble match. And how they even had John Cena win that match. And it kind of just made AJ, that guy from Georgia. Oh, hey, that guy from Georgia. Yeah. I was glad they booed the fuck out of Al Roker. Al Roker sucks. So The Miz comes out, Maurice comes out, and they didn't even announce it correctly. Al Roker announces The Miz and Maurice. I don't even think he said it right. He's like, the following match is a tag team match. No, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a intergender or mixed tag team match. That's how you do it. I've always watched wrestling. I have a voice. A lot of people tell me you have the voice to do it. Originally, I was going to make this podcast have an intro with wrestling, like, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. But I just initially said no. I was going to have one of my friends do a beat, and I am once again rambling. So, moving into what I was saying, I was really waiting for John Cena, Nikki Bella to come out. I wanted to see John Cena and Nikki Bella try to run down to the ring. I made a joke, or I tried to say, I didn't make a joke. I made a reference saying, if Ultimate Warrior was alive and a little younger, I wonder if he could run that shit. Yeah, John Cena came out. Actually, Nikki came out first. She walked. I have a Snapchat video of this. She literally walked down to the ring. She walked down to the ring, slowly but surely. She goes down there. I'm thinking by the time she'll make it, she would already be all the way down there just waiting at the damn sideline like how tag team partners do, but she's literally still walking. John Cena comes out, he does his normal shtick. I'm John Cena, positivity, hustle, loyalty, respect, nut rag, and I'm Buff Bagwell. I look into the camera, and just ran down to the fucking ring. He runs down. I like John Cena. That was just a fucking joke, so don't. Yeah, I love John Cena for what he does. He's a veteran. I mean, I don't like how he shoved down our throats constantly, but, yo, you can't, John Cena, you can't live with him, you can't live without him. He's there. He's, hell, these promos have been fucking golden. I mean, I've been saying for weeks, though, John Cena's like Eminem in 8 Mile. These guys, these fucking heels, they need to let John Cena talk first. But the problem is, I mean, John Cena's found the way around it in every way, every conceivable way. John Cena, if he lets these guys talk first, he clowns them by talking about real life and clown their careers, and he clowns the fuck out of them. And if John Cena talks first, he says the same old thing. I'm in the WWE. I do movies. I'm here. And I love when they try to say, when are you going to hang it up? And I love it because I tell them I'm not. because I'm John Cena, hustle loyalty, respect, and I'm here to stay. The champ is here, even though y'all think that the other person's champion. I'm really champion. So, John Cena is fucking unstoppable on the promo skills. But The Miz, that's not to knock The Miz. The Miz is The Miz on Talking Smack is just, he's been perfect. Like, is crazy. When he clowns people, I believe he clowned AJ Styles a few weeks back when I think it was AJ Styles versus The Miz on SmackDown. I cannot pull that shit up right now to think what happened, but I do remember they were going back and forth, and it was pretty funny. He clowned AJ Styles' redneck or southern voice, or I'm AJ Styles. He clowned that fucking voice, and then I think AJ got back at him. Oh yeah, he talked about how he knocked his teeth down his throat. But going into what I was really saying, I am a rambling motherfucker. John Cena runs down to the ramp, and he strolls down that motherfucker. I was hoping that the damn cameraman would usually try to do what he usually does. He tries to run up behind John Cena to get the little shot of him when he's running. But yeah, that shit is impossible, especially with that steep ass ramp. But while I'm watching it, I see Nikki Bella's actually halfway still walking. And I think John Cena catches up and says, hey, come on, let's run. And they run, and she's laughing, and I'm thinking, fuck, she's going to fall. She's going to fall, and Lord and behold, she makes it. I hate Nikki Bella. But she gets in the ring, and initially I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Maurice is going to have her little time to shine. But then I thought about it, and I said, wow, I just read this article where Nikki Bella actually had a herniated disc. Her neck is injured or something. She was cleared to wrestle, but I figured they'd, like, take it easy. They'd try to, like, let the guys do something. But I was really hoping to see a lot of interaction between Nikki and Maurice. Maybe Maurice can, like, get back in the ring and do her thing, because I don't think she was that bad a wrestler. I think she was pretty good. One of my friends actually alluded, she was champion, Divas champion, but hey, she probably can wrestle. She probably got a little pep in her step. She didn't get that's the problem, though. She didn't get a chance to really showcase any moves, and we got the same thing here. We really got the same thing. This was SmackDown. This is a SmackDown match. This match lasted 9 minutes and 40 seconds. This was just a match on SmackDown. This was basically James Ellsworth and Carmella versus Nikki Bella and John Cena. Only Miz got a lot of offense in, and for some reason he kept fucking pandering to the crowd. I kept thinking, wow, hey, you're the heel guy. I know you're liking how everyone says, fuck John Cena. John Cena sucks. But, I mean, come on. Like, pay attention, do your job here, and, like, try to survive longer. The Miz did not survive long at all. This, like I said, this match pretty much ended with double in stereo, a AA, attitude adjustment, FU, whatever the fuck, a TKO, or a Rack Attack 2.0. And we literally got a double pinfall from the referee, who actually literally took both his hands, I think, and did the double 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, this was just like, wow, okay. I really wanted to see The Miz win, because what had happened next was, of course, Nikki Bella, John Cena are in the ring, and weeks leading up to it, you're not getting married, you'll never have kids. John Cena, of course, proposes to Nikki Bella, which I thought was pretty much bullshit, because, wow, if you're going to do this, you should have just at least let The Miz and Maurice have their moment. And then it would have been like, oh, man, like, it would have been bittersweet. Like, we told you so. And, you know, the heels win, and it's like, fuck. And then Nikki's all sad. And then maybe John could have walked up and said, hey, you know what? Like, he could have gave that same fucking speech he gave in the ring. You said last year you wanted to be here, and you said you wanted to do this, and you did it then. He could have just gave that same corny-ass speech and then said, you know what? Consolation prize. Marriage. And then she could have cried in his fucking ear. And I made a joke to my friends and said, oh, look, the camera's up close to John Cena. He's talking to Nikki in her ear secretly while they're hugging. I said, on Botchamania, they're going to make he talks too much. And then he's going to say, you're going to hug me. You're going to back up and look at the camera. Then we're going to look at this way. Then we're going to walk this way. Then we're going to move, go. But, yeah, it was what it was. I posted something on Snapchat saying this was staged. I mean, how the fuck could Nikki not see this coming? This was literally staged. You can't tell me this wasn't staged. How the fuck was it not staged? I had someone on Snapchat message me back, nah. Then I said, yes. The fuck? But, next match was the Seth Rollins and Triple H match with Stephanie McMahon, might I add. I include her because thank God I have to bring this out. Stephanie fell through a fucking table. Thank you. It was corny. The way it happened, but thank you. I fucking hate Stephanie McMahon. She's so fucking annoying. She comes out there every Raw. She talks and demeans every guy on the roster. She slaps everybody. She's like the fucking Debo, the girl. She's like Debo, but she's just, I don't know. It's just, that shit is annoying. Like, no one's ever gonna get a one-up on her. Not even the Divas. You would think that the Divas would get a chance to at least attack her, but goodness, I mean, I know you don't want to promote violence towards women, domestic abuse or anything, but it's like, damn. You would at least want to see one of these women attack, or Sasha Banks, if anybody, stand up against Stephanie. But no, Stephanie is like the fucking god of the show. No one can touch her. No one can say anything against her. And if they do, you're being smited or slapped. You're getting slapped. But yeah, she fell through a fucking table. Triple H did his quirky shtick where he oversells something. You do recall where he Sting kicked Triple H at Survivor Series, and Triple H just fucking stood there for like 300 years, grimacing over like, oh, that was the most devastating kick ever. He just grimaced. Or you can recall when I don't remember what Raw this was, but Triple H literally just stood there, and then he finally did the Ric Flair fall forward thing. This was like at a match, I think it was Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton was on the team when Randy was going good guy, and I can't remember who the fuck was on that show. You get the gist of it. Triple H did his little shtick where he was super kicked by Seth Rollins into a Stephanie McMahon who was on the apron trying to distract Seth Rollins, who ducked. And then that's where we got to the super kick. And Triple H did his little goofy, oh, I'm falling. And whoop, he bumped dead into Stephanie. Like, I'm talking about stiff arm. Not even stiff arm. He like shoulder blocked her. And then boom. And then that surprised me. Stephanie is a trooper. She fucking fell through a table. A damn table. Like, Sasha Banks couldn't even do that. But the Stephanie's a bigger, not to say a bigger woman disrespecting her weight or anything. I'm just saying, like, she's got a bigger frame on her. She looks like she's in shape and can wrestle still, or could wrestle. Kudos on her. Fuck her, though. I don't like Stephanie. She got what she got. This match, though, was, I heard so many rumors that Mick Foley would be involved. He'll have a role. I also heard that Samoa Joe might get involved, which was a real big disappointment. Samoa Joe was brought to this roster to beat up Seth Rollins. He didn't even get any exposure on the show. There was no alluding to him, or probably announcers saying something. I was like really thrown in the mouth throughout the whole show. I hate Byron Saxton, and I hate fucking David Otunga. Boxy Brown is what I call Byron Saxton. I fucking hate Boxy Brown, and I hate David Otunga. David Otunga, you will always be punk to me from I Love New York. I'm, for one, will acknowledge this. He was on I Love New York. You all might have forgot. I don't know if you have. No one has even said anything about it. But he was there, and he was a punk. His name was actually Punk on the show. He was a bitch. But, damn, I probably took that too far. But, hey, I do not like him. He sounds just fucking blank. Like, whoa, like, everybody can be out there giving some type of, ball game. Hey, Michael, that match there, clothesline. Oh my God. Oh my. Did you see Roman Superman punch? Whoa. Oh man. And then Natalya was cheating. Whoa. I mean, that's it. It's like, God damn, like, do something. Like, have some fucking enthusiasm or character between what you say. Like, goodness, you sound like you're just there. Or it's just, I just wonder what the fuck they're saying in his ear. Are they telling him just to sound like a fucking robot? Is he one of the robots from Alien? Is he one of those robots? Is someone gonna hit him over the head one day and he's just gonna start leaking white goo? Is he a robot? That's all I want to know. Going back to this Seth Rollins thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Byron Saxton, garbage. Boxy Brown, garbage. Just garbage. Garbage. If you just go to YouTube, type in Byron Saxton's finisher on NXT. Yes, he was a wrestler. I call it the what the fucks. I don't know what the fuck that finisher is called. You have to go see this shit. I don't know what it is. Just type in Byron Saxton NXT finisher or Byron Saxton's finisher NXT. It's a clip of him doing it, I think, on Zack Ryder. I'm not entirely sure he was doing it on, but it was just stupid as fuck. And I just don't like Byron Saxton. He is garbage. He just sucks. He just sounds just so... I just wonder what the fuck Vince McMahon has to say to him in his ear. Like, I just wonder what the fuck they're saying to him. Going back to the match, though, I completely strayed away. Seth Rollins and Triple H could have been better than this. This was... How long was this again? Yeah, this was 25 minutes and 30 seconds. This was a long-ass match. When I heard... Well... When they said this was an unsanctioned match leading to the build, the wacky build, I might add, I still don't understand why. I don't know if Triple H is supposed to be the good guy, or I don't know if Seth Rollins is... Why didn't Seth Rollins challenge Triple H, even though he already did? And it's kind of like Triple H was just I don't know what the fuck that build was. But this match was long, and it wasn't really all that. It's probably because Seth Rollins still has his knee problem, and... You know, you got to forgive him for that, but I just felt like, wow, this was a long match. It did not have to last this long. I get the feeling this is one of those Triple H things where he's like, oh, it should be a privilege to go against me. This match is going to be long. It's going to be a good one. Like, you know, he's probably backstage planning it out, and he thinks he's holier than thou. And, oh, my God. It wouldn't be a WrestleMania without an overproduced Triple H entrance. We had a police escort for Triple H while Stephanie rode bitch, and she was on their hot rod, which was the not even an Undertaker motorcycle or a Harley Davidson or anything of the matter. I don't really know about motorcycles, so I don't want to say Harley Davidson and have people say Lildreadhead. Wow, I just really said my government name. Lildreadhead. That was a Harley Davidson. No, I really am not too intuitive with motorcycles. So that motherfucker was 3 wheels, and it was just too much. Which brings me to another topic. I don't know who the fuck made these. Did everybody backstage, was there a trend going on today's WrestleMania? Did everyone say, hey, I want you to make me a vest. Make me a vest too. Leather vest. Give me a Stone Cold vest as well. Everybody wore a fucking leather vest today. There was Randy Orton, I believe. Yes. Randy Orton wore a leather vest. Triple H wore a leather vest. There were a lot of leather vests out here today. Stone Cold is flipping the fuck out right now. Even Chris Jericho. I almost thought Chris Jericho had a leather vest until I saw the goddamn scarf glow. And I said, oh, good for you, Jericho. Don't be a copycat. Do you? But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Is it Austin 316 Day? What's today's date? I know it's not. It's April. So it could, yeah. It's leather vest. It's Ultimate Thrill Ride my ass. Should have been Leather Vest Day or whatever the fuck. Yeah, Triple H had a fucking overproduced WrestleMania entrance. I'm still trying to figure out where those cops were. They just magically disappeared. Maybe I just was paying attention to Triple H and them. He tried to look cool by revving up his motorcycle, and I just thought, oh, okay, good for you. Stephanie stood behind him. And maybe, I mean, you would think now, next year, hopefully Stephanie would just understand, maybe I should stay in the back, or maybe I should just chill and just stay over here in the corner, not get involved. This is like the second time. And this is by another Shield member. Last year she was speared by Roman. This year she was shoved into... Well, actually, inadvertently shoved in with a super kick by Triple H and shoved into a table via, thank you, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came out. He was trying to be a Power Ranger. He had seen the Power Rangers movie, and he wanted to be the Yellow Ranger. I made a joke, and I assumed Seth Rollins might have been prepping or training for the Olympics. This is probably why he broke his knee. Was probably fucked up again from overtraining. He had a torch. This was corny as fuck. I think he tapped the torch on the ground and the whole arena lit up. It just set on fire. This is Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. This was him. This was his entrance. He walks down to the ring looking like one of the new Power Rangers. It just went underway, and it was what it was. There were I believe there was the usage of chairs, and I really thought Seth Rollins was going to go for that. Oh, let's stack up the chairs in the middle of the ring to do a suplex spot because that's effective. And I'm not saying it doesn't hurt for someone to land on a bunch of chairs, but for God's sakes. If there's another chairs match and I see, or if there's another DQ match, no DQ match, and I see chairs being stacked in the middle of the ring and someone having to be in superplex on that motherfucker, I'm just going to scream. Triple H worked on Seth Rollins' leg for the beginning part of the match. This made me feel like the roles were reversed. Triple H was now Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins was Triple H. And I say that because hell must have frozen because... Look, Seth Rollins, there was a sequence of reversals for this damn pedigree. I swear Triple H probably kept saying, please, just wait, just more time. No, Hunter, it's pedigree time. No, I'm not ready yet. Because there were so many goddamn reversals. There were more reversals here than the goddamn knees going up for Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Triple H had reversed the pedigree several times, as well as Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins finally got the pedigree, and oh my goodness, he won with the move. He beat Triple H with his own finisher. And I'm thinking like, man, at this point I'm starting to think, I would really like to see Seth Rollins have his own finisher. There was nothing really wrong with that curve stomp, but I can see where they would say, oh, we draw the line here because we think that maybe kids might end up doing this, or they might pull American Society X. I don't know if you've seen that film. If you've seen it, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I made a joke that, Triple H didn't lose. He won. Seth Rollins used his finishing maneuver, and, Triple H lost the match, but, his move is over. Any way to make Triple H look strong, Triple H will not go down without a fight. Triple H also broke the record, I believe, between him and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has lost 11 WrestleMania matches. Triple H has also lost 11, which he has now broken the tie, and he's now lost 12 matches in total. This match was what it was, but moving on. We get to the next good one, something I was looking forward to. I was really confused at this point because, like I said, I hadn't seen the IC title match, and I assumed that this was going to be on the show. We were nearing the end of the show, which I thought it would end at 10 o'clock. So I'm in St. Louis, so yeah. There's a little time difference if you're wondering. 10 o'clock? My pay-per-views go off at 3. No. It usually goes off at 10 over here. I was thinking, like, how they're going to get, like, 4 matches in here. And then I started thinking, like, wow, actually, it's not even 4 matches. It was 5 left if you would have counted that IC title. You had Randy, then you had the Brock match, then you had the women's SmackDown match, and of course the Undertaker match after that. And then I thought IC title would get squeezed in, but like I just alluded to, I had missed that match. Shoot me or sue me. Hey, I don't really fuck with the pre-show like that. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. That match lasted for exactly 10 minutes and 30 seconds. This was lackluster. This is really lackluster. There was a recurring trend for me that people were winning and losing matches that I really was confused about. Like, I really felt at all about. When John Cena and Nikki Bella beat The Miz and Maurice, I thought, wow, really? And how short it was. When Seth Rollins and Triple H fought, I thought, wow, no Samoa Joe, no Mick Foley, like it was rumored. And then when Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt fought, I thought, oh shit, here comes another goddamn vest, leather vest from Randy Orton, new ring gear, which would probably be gone in a heartbeat because you usually see these guys wear this, and some of them stick with it. I'll never forget Shawn Michaels debuted his Christian gear, my bad, I don't want to say Christian as in ENC, but he introduced his red and black trunks, and we saw that shit for like years. I remember playing SmackDown versus Raw for years and seeing that shit over and over again and always thinking, could you please just give us new attires? Please, Shawn, change. But I think Randy Orton, this is a one-off. That doesn't matter, though. Bray Wyatt came out to a stunning, it was a beautiful little crowd, scene, You got a lot of fireflies in there, Bray. I really wanted to see a aerial shot. I'm also a videographer, so I'm really into, videography, photography, graphic designing. So I'm into that sort of thing. I really wanted to see an aerial shot from up above, like even higher. There was a shot, but we only got to see as far as I could see from the ramp. And I really wanted to see the whole arena, just what it looked like from the outside, like from up above in the clouds where you look down and you're like, wow, that's the parking lot. And that whole arena is just dark and it's just lit with cell phones. Thousands of people with cell phones just lighting up the arena. Randy Orton came out and I really thought, man, Bray Wyatt had his little entrance and Randy Orton's going to come out with a bland attire and his bland entrance. I made a joke saying, oh my God, if he comes out there with that dumbass hoodie, Lord and behold, like I just already alluded to, it was the damn vest. He comes out with a fucking snake that follows him on the ground. First he does his douche pose and look, he has his Randy Orton glitter falling from the sky, which was pretty cool because I hadn't seen him had that. He hasn't had that in a long time. That was pretty cool to see. What had followed, though, like I just already alluded to, he had his Randy Orton snake thing follow him down to the ring. And this was funny because I didn't know if it was like, I don't know who was backstage making these graphics. I mean, I'd seen a few good graphics below, like a lot of nameplates and a lot of little diamonds for Charlotte. And this right here looked like a Nintendo 64 snake from the Donkey Kong 64 Barrel Blaster, or whatever the fuck the minigame was called. I do not remember. I used to play that game very often. My very first Nintendo 64 game, might I ask. But, yeah, this was goofy as fuck. I thought I was in, my friend alluded to, he thought he was watching Doom, the video game, and we all thought we were playing the Nintendo 64 while watching that. They zoomed in on it, they backed out and panned away and showed it as if this was like some sort of magic, some magic weapon that he would use against Bray, and they really did not allude to what the fuck that damn paddle was. I mean, I assumed that Bray Wyatt was going to initiate Randy Orton into the goddamn club, or I don't know. I still don't know what the fuck that paddle was for. I thought it was the initiation into like Sigma Gamma Phi or whatever the fuck they're called. If I butchered that, I am sorry for whatever club, what the fuck I said. But yeah, whatever. The match started, and this was lackluster as hell. I will be honest. I kind of was just in and out of it. I picked up my laptop. I looked at Facebook. I looked at WrestleZone. I went to YouTube. I checked out video clips from other funny people, and I was just not interested in this match. I felt as though that I legitimately felt that Bray Wyatt would win this match, and I also felt that maybe the goat face man would have something to do with that. But when I saw that the goddamn ring had the crickets and the worms show up, that right there was just childish. The fact that Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt and then all that shit happened, it just didn't even need to happen. It was just corny as fuck. I didn't know if I was watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from I don't even know what year that movie came out. I don't know if I was watching the old Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or if I was if someone was playing the slideshow for Microsoft PowerPoint. I don't know what was going on. This continued to pop up though, and every time it popped up, I don't know what the fuck the referee was doing, but he would run. Late reactions too, might I add. The damn the thing, it would pop up, and then of course the referee is going to see it. You're the damn referee. You have to look at the mat. You have to look at the wrestlers. Of course you're going to look down and say, oh my God. Like, for God's sakes, if you're going to leave the ring immediately. Don't just stand there for 10 seconds and say, oh my God, the bugs. Move. No. Do your job, zebra. Which also reminds me too, I left this shit out. Cannot believe that the same referee, AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. Don't you notice that was Mike Chioda? I believe that was Mike Chioda. Isn't that the same referee that officiated Triple H and Undertaker's match at WrestleMania 17? The same zebra that was knocked out for 100 minutes. All the way across the fucking world did Triple H and Undertaker wrestle. And the same fucking outcome here. That was the same referee. Mike Chioda, I don't know. Mike Chioda has a glass jaw. This man was knocked out for well over, I don't know, a good 5 or 7 minutes of this, of the use of trash cans. And he even had a medical staff that ran up and gave him Z-Packs, just like they did for CM Punk. Going back to the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt match, though, this shit was goofy. This shit was really goofy. I don't know if Bray Wyatt was conjuring the demons in the spirit of Sister Abigail. And I really this just really started to falter for me. What really shocked me, though, is that Bray Wyatt looked like he would win, and I was really pulling for him. And then we got the RKO out of nowhere, and we got the victory. Randy Orton won the match, and I'm starting to think, what the fuck? I mean, I know Randy Orton. I don't know if Randy Orton is the good guy here. I really don't know. I don't know who's the good guy, actually. I mean, Randy Orton set fire to his fucking compound, and then he broke up his friends. Like, he broke up the Wyatt family group. I mean, there's still the case of Big Red. I've literally forgot that guy's name. I think it's Eric Rowan. Yeah, I think it was Eric Rowan. There's still the possibility of him, but then again, I mean, I remember hearing in the rumor that they was going to repackage him when he would come back. So, sucks to be him, because I really don't see him prospering. Luke Harper, though, he's got a future ahead of him. I don't understand why Bray Wyatt have lost. It actually shocked the fans, too. If you look into the audience, you would see that the fans were actually pretty flabbergasted. There was actually somebody that went, oh my God, like the Undertaker guy. Not with his mouth wide open and his eyes squinted and just, oh my God. But this guy was just looking just dead inside. Like, oh goodness, Bray Wyatt was champion, and he just carried the motherfucker to WrestleMania to just drop it. This match sucked, kind of. I mean, I like Randy Orton. He's representing for St. Louis. I literally forgot he was from St. Louis when they announced it. Technically from St. Charles, Missouri. Next match, though. Next match was the highly anticipated, which I would have thought was going to be the main event, until I realized when I read on WrestleZone that they had alluded to if this is Undertaker's last match, he's going to leave out. And of course, yeah, it was the last match, but we're not there yet. So we're at the Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman match. Oh, my bad. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. Well, he was with Paul Heyman versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. This match lasted longer than what I thought it would. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to be exact. I had my friend use a stopwatch sit next to me while I Snapchatted the whole thing. This match lasted for 4 minutes and 45 seconds. I feel like the entrances were a little bit longer. I was worried that Goldberg couldn't handle the strenuous walk down to the ring. Not only, well, of course he has to walk from backstage to wherever the fuck he is to the damn entrance ramp, but this guy walked all the way from the fucking door. The damn security knocked on his door. He walked all the way from the door, all the way through the goddamn to the gorilla, to the damn entrance ramp, all the way down, and he gingerly walked and walked and walked down. Finally, he made it down to the bottom of the ramp, and I do believe I yelled and said, "Get in the damn ring," because I was really getting tired of this. They really kept stressing the fact that Goldberg has sunned Brock Lesnar for the last few months. Goldberg gets in the ring, and immediately the bell rang, and I'm thinking, oh shit, what's going on? The fix is in. Yeah, actually, they were just doing the ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and is for the Universal Championship. Making his way from, no, my name is Paul Heyman. You get the gist of it. They did the announcements, the intros, and we moved on to the beginning, which actually saw some offense from Brock Lesnar. We got to see some Suplex City. Brock Lesnar took Goldberg to Suplex City, which the fans actually began to cheer. And Goldberg got a little offense in, or I do believe when they announced Goldberg, the fans started to boo Goldberg, which I've kind of feared for, because I'm starting to think, oh shit, here we go. Goldberg's winning a lot, and he's not really doing much, and the fans are starting to look through that armor, and there's some chink in that armor now. We're starting to notice that he's not doing shit. He hasn't even put in a minute yet. I mean, he's walked and he's been down there for appearances, but he hasn't did shit. And especially with that go home with Goldberg spearing a Brock Lesnar who charged right after him. I mean, really, you would think like This guy's not going to be welcomed, really, just too welcomed by the Miami crowd. They actually lightened up though a little bit. We saw Goldberg actually get some offense. There was a spear. We almost got a jackhammer. Or I think we did get a jackhammer at one point during the match. There were some spears, though. A series of spears, a series of Suplex City. And this was the match that we should have got years ago. I mean, back then, WrestleMania 20, these two guys were like wrestlers. Or they couldn't go, or they couldn't fall for that bullshit facade for, oh, he can do suplexes the whole match, and he can just spear and jackhammer. Back then, they couldn't, that shit wasn't going to fly. But this right here was actually pretty good. It was good for what it was. It wasn't the most this wasn't a 6-star match or a 5-star match. This was good for what it was. We got what we got. We got to see what we wanted to see. We got the pops, not the pops as in old people. People were cheering and happy. Goldberg got his spear through the goddamn barricade, which I actually thought Goldberg fucked himself up on. Goldberg almost looked like messed up his shoulder, or he looked like he hurt himself when he was wincing in the corner like, well. But, they got back up, they got in the ring, and I think this is where Goldberg proceeded to continue the onslaught. The ass whipping commenced, or it continued, as Goldberg went in for more spears, and I think he actually did a jackhammer. Brock Lesnar kicked out. Once Brock Lesnar kicked out, I'm thinking, oh shit. Yeah, Brock Lesnar's winning this. I'm thinking Goldberg would actually, stay. I'm still thinking Goldberg might have some more time because they're saying his contract might be up soon, or it's up now. It's only to WrestleMania, I think. But I think they said that the Goldberg experiment was so successful, or Vince was so happy with it, he actually wants Goldberg to resign. Which Goldberg, I believe he even made a Twitter post at one point saying, "Oh, this isn't the end. I'm still rocking and rolling," or whatever the fuck. I just said the rocking and rolling. Got that from that Rock and Roll Express shit in the Hall of Fame. I think this isn't the last time we're going to see Goldberg. There'll probably be more bouts, more fantasy matches and setups for two opponents. Hopefully we don't get to see a Goldberg squash match, but hey, we'll get what we get. Brock Lesnar came out the victor. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. And this right here is where I thought Goldberg was going to fuck up. I thought Goldberg would pull a Halloween Havoc. I thought he was going to, I thought Brock Lesnar barely got that leapfrog off. He kind of hit Goldberg with his foot as he leaped. Still pretty athletic, though. He jumped over Goldberg's spear. Goldberg, I thought, was going to pull a Halloween Havoc and, hit his whole fucking head on the back of the metal ring post. Or it's not even metal now. It's, electronic or... you see it. He didn't do it, though. He just hit it on the turnbuckle. And I believe this is where the beginning of the end for him was. Suplex City time in F5. This was a good match for what it was. It was, like I said, it wasn't a 5-star, 6-star match. This was actually pretty good. We got a chance to see, I guess, Brock Lesnar get his redemption. So be it. Now, I might be forgetting something here. There was a part where I believe Pitbull, Flo Rida, and I don't know who the big guy was. Some girls. A lot of people. This was a little performance. I'm literally getting tired of this shit. For God's sakes, please get someone besides Pitbull, or hell, please get somebody besides Flo Rida or Florida to sing at your events. There are other artists out there. I mean, goodness. Stop going to Miami and getting Flo Rida. Get someone else. And stop going to Miami. It's sad. They go to Miami, New Orleans, California. It's the same shit. New York. I mean, goodness. I know you're going there to break attendance records and shit, but there was a news article at one point. They were supposed to go to... There were 3 choices. It was supposed to be there in Miami, Philadelphia, or hell, there was even St. Louis, of all places, here. WrestleMania in St. Louis. I would have been down there in a heartbeat. Real talk. Please stop hiring Flo Rida. I said on my Facebook page, Flo Rida is the new Limp Bizkit for the WWE. I remember Limp Bizkit would be there every fucking pay-per-view. First it was Kid Rock, then it was Limp Bizkit. Now they fucking with Flo Rida, and eventually Flo Rida is gonna get older. He's gonna feel butthurt when they replace his ass, but that day hasn't come just yet. I'm praying it comes soon. This lasted for a few minutes, and it got me worried because I'm starting to think, wow, the time is up. Can we please just cut this shit? I mean, did they promise this to him or something? Goodness, you got your music playing like every day on a commercial. In the green line, and I'm ready to go. In the good time. I'm fucking that damn theme is stuck in my head for life. Well, until the next goddamn WrestleMania, like in the roller coaster. The epic roller coaster, whatever the fuck. Thank God I forgot what the fuck it was. The thrill, oh my God, it was the thrill ride or some shit. Every fucking match, they kept messaging me, would you like to see the results of the Ultimate Thrill Rides matchups? No, I'm watching it. Don't send me notifications if I'm watching it. Goodness, they should have something that just tells them, oh, he's already on the network right now. He shouldn't be notified or whatever. Moving in, though, to the next match. Second to last match. Naomi did... Oh, I almost said... Wow. Well, it was just sad. Naomi defeated everybody. Naomi came back. This match lasted for 5 minutes and 35 seconds. It was it was the shortest match out there. I think the second shortest was... No. Wow, I'm so forgetful. The shortest match was just the match I just talked about. 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Goldberg, Brock Lesnar. This was the second shortest match, 5 minutes and 35 seconds. And the third was the John Cena, Nikki Bella, Miz, and Maurice for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. This six-pack challenge, I was a little confused. I was expecting some hidden rules or hidden shit being hidden from the crowd. As soon as I saw girls flying out the ring, getting thrown out, I started to think, oh, shit. Please don't tell me this is one of those matches where the girls get thrown through the ropes or over the ropes and they're eliminated. Please don't let it be one of those matches. This is a waste, and this is a damn shame because this match was actually supposed to be on the pre-show. People on Twitter actually fought for this show to be on the main, and I believe maybe the IC or hell, even the Cruiserweights probably took its spot. But hey, this match was what it was. I have to give a quick acknowledgement. I like what Naomi's been doing lately. The build-up to the go-home show for SmackDown when Naomi came out there. Naomi comes out there, and I don't remember who it was. I think it was Natalya. She runs up the fucking stage or the ramp, and she's running up there, and out of nowhere, goddamn Naomi hits a damn Hurricane Rana, and she just runs in there like she's stone cold and clears the ring and just does her little dance. Ain't nothing wrong with dancing. No, she started doing her little glow up dance, and everybody got a little quick entrance. I was thinking, oh shit, here we go. They're going to do the little gimmicks or something. I think Becky Lynch came out there. I always call Becky Lynch Brave. He looks like that girl from Brave. Me mother was a bear. That goddamn girl from the Disney movie Brave. But she came out there looking like the goddamn Avatar. She had her little red dreads, which just looked nice. I should know. I have dreadlocks too. And I think Mickie James came out there. She was trying to be the Tonka. Natalya came out there as a dominatrix. She was bland as ever. But she's a good wrestler, so I shouldn't knock her. Carmella came out there with her friend. This guy, oh my God, he had a vest. Well, he didn't have a vest on. He had one of those little hoodies. He had Carmania, I guess, for Carmella Mania or whatever on his back of his little shirt there, his little hoodie. Becky Lynch came out there rocking some a leather jacket, another leather vest. We got another one. And I believe Naomi came out there doing what she does as usual, rocking her glow attire and was glowing it up. The fans were popping because she was the hometown hero. She did not fall victim to the curse of the hometown heroes don't get their comeuppance. She actually won the match in 5 minutes and 35 seconds. She was pretty athletic here. I gotta say, man, I like how she does her springboards and all that stuff because it's like you never see any other women, any other diva who actually does the springboarding and all that extra stuff. At one point, I was really thinking she would try to do like a 450 splash or something. She actually jumped over the ropes and did the little high flying spot where she jumped on everybody, and the match was pretty good. I mean, the writing was on the wall for Naomi to win this. The original plan was actually for Naomi to go in there with the title. My friend joked about it and said, why would they strip Naomi? She didn't have to be stripped. She wasn't even. They said that since if she's injured, she can't defend the title within 30 days. And it's like, that is kind of true, though. I mean, Alexa Bliss didn't defend her title within 30 days, and Naomi came right back. Like, just okay and everything. So it's like, wow, she really didn't have to lose her title. She could have just defended it. But, I mean, it was a feel-good moment. It was a feel-good moment for her because she got the title back. She had to relinquish the title. She got the title back, and this was done correct. This was done correct in my mind. I'm thinking like, okay, it was unfortunate. I mean, she won the title at that previous pay-per-view, which is kind of like, damn, that was out of nowhere. But, I mean, if this was the plan, or maybe she wasn't lying about her injury, but if that was like a plan to lie about your injury and then have this happen, that was done pretty cool. It was good. She got her title back, and she's going to be on SmackDown Live. Please don't injure yourself now. Let's maintain it. Let's get to the next pay-per-view, which is, I do not know. I think it's Money in the Bank. No, that's the pay-per-view I want to go to because they're coming to St. Louis. This was done right. The women's division on SmackDown, they know what they're doing. They incorporated everybody, which brings me back to what I said earlier about the damn Raw women's division. They don't do shit right. They just jumble shit up, and they only use the same two people. And then they don't really make a lot of sense. They treat Bayley like an underdog, or they call it an underdog, and you're the champion. And that's the other thing. Why was she didn't have to win the Raw. They could have did the same thing with Bayley. She didn't have to win the Raw Women's Championship at the damn, on the show of Raw a few weeks before WrestleMania, might I add. And then job out to like every other competitor who was added in the match. And then we didn't even see like a tease of maybe Sasha Banks is going to go turn on her, or hell, it was, I don't know. There was a part where Sasha was actually supposed to be turning heel, and she botched that up by not even like grabbing the ropes, or she was too far away from him when she pinned Nia Jax at Fastlane. Yeah, this was stupid though. Bayley retains her title at WrestleMania, and it's like she would have had a way bigger pop had she just won it at WrestleMania to begin with. But hey, what are you gonna do? Those creators, those writers backstage, that's their job. That's their business. I'm not a writer. I'm not trying to do their job. So hey, if everything went right into place or whatever, I don't know. Last but not least, boy oh boy, boy oh boy oh boy. Oh, the disdain I have for Roman Reigns. Oh man, I'm not even mad about how he won the match. Yes, I'm just gonna go right into that. Roman Reigns versus Undertaker, 23 minutes even. This match lasted for a good few. I'll just say that 23 minutes even. Watching this match made me feel so sad for Undertaker. I felt like I was watching Logan. Yeah, X-Men, for any of you X-Men fans out there. It felt like I was watching Logan. Undertaker's Logan. His healing factor isn't working anymore, and he's gonna fade away sooner or later, and might be his last run. I love stories like this. I really do. I love watching films, and I love seeing stories where it's like this guy's on this last leg and he's trying to overcome something, or he's got one more. Let's see if he's got one more fight in him, and can he overcome and just end this, or what's the outcome? Unfortunately though, he had to go up against Roman fucking Reigns. Roman Reigns came out, I believe, first to a sea of boos. A video package played where, before that though, Roman Reigns had alluded, "This is my yard now. I'm the big dog. I'm not a guy. I'm not a gal. I'm just a human." He came out there, she just showered in boos. No one showed him love. I hate Roman Reigns. Not even because of that. It's just goodness. They really have to shove this guy down our throats like this. He's the most OP motherfucker on the roster. Could someone please nerf his ass? Like, goodness. The Superman punches. The damn spears. And oh my God. Let me get into this now. I can see what they were trying to do. And I see how limited Undertaker was. My first initial thought was, how the fuck is Undertaker going to walk down that ramp? Watching the damn arena being built together and seeing how far that stage was and how high it was, and seeing how Undertaker is just so very fucking slow and methodic, I thought maybe they would let him come out there with a chariot with some horses like he did at the Royal Rumble back when he blew up the ring for Kurt Angle. And but then my friend actually brought up a good point. He says, "Hey, they would have to train the horses, and you have to learn how to, control them." And I'm thinking, well, yeah, that is true. But hey, we need this. Undertaker does not need to be walking down there with a broken hip and all these extra elements and shit that stacks up on top. Thank God JR came out there too. My condolences to Jim Ross. Jim Ross, actually, his wife passed away recently, which is very sad because, man, JR is like, I've always seen JR on WWE. It just seems like him as a person. It just seems like he's just minding his own business. He's doing his own thing. He doesn't fuck with anybody, and it's just like, it's unfortunate that this would happen, and my condolences go out to him. It would seem that he's actually resigned a contract to do some backstage work with the company. He actually had done this weeks prior before her passing. Yeah, so I assume that he's back for a few commentary spots, and maybe he's back for a few backstage things like segments, little shows here and there. He's back. For however long, I don't know, but he's back. Undertaker comes down to the ring, though. He did not come out all the way from the back of the entrance ramp where I thought. This is actually pretty cool. He kind of like he was lifted up through the ramp like Michael Jackson at a concert or a show. It was so cool. It was a good way for him to get down there more easy, and that was good. That was good. He got down there. It took a long time again. I Snapchatted this shit. I made like 5 videos where he was still walking. So it took him it was like 5 videos, but in between that, it was like much longer. So 5 videos on Snapchat, 10 whole seconds. That's 50 seconds. And you probably want to add in an extra minute or 2. And he finally turned methodically and walked up them steps. And then it wouldn't be an Undertaker match now without his trademark. I got my the hat mark on my face, my forehead bruise. But I'm not trying to make fun or mock the Undertaker. Undertaker, man, I really felt for him in this match. I'm not trying to say Undertaker doesn't have it anymore, but Undertaker you can obviously see that Roman, I don't want to say he had to carry the match or be cruel. I mean, he had to carry him. He was weak. He didn't need to be out there. Like, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying Undertaker went out there and he went out like an OG, triple OG, OG, triple, triple. Undertaker went out there. He did his thing. He did everything he could. You can see how he was in pain sometimes, especially when, of course, the biggest setup of ever. Every wrestler should know this. It's academics. It's academics. It's obvious. It's like when Chris Jericho puts the walls of Jericho in. You just know, he's going to get flipped. He's going to get turned over. This is where every wrestler all of a sudden wants to pull a new move out of their move set, where they climb up to the turnbuckle and start punching Undertaker from down below and talk shit. So Undertaker can pick him up, do his last ride, and you can visibly see Undertaker couldn't even lift Roman. And it was like, oh man, like, wow. Undertaker got the Hulk Hogan. Well, I don't even want to say I was almost going to say he got the Hulk Hogan treatment here, where Hulk Hogan comes in and he does this thing where, I'm immortal. You can't touch me. I can only attack you. And if you attack me, it doesn't faze me. But Undertaker got his licks in right at the start. He was throwing Roman out. He was like, this is my yard. I'm the Undertaker. He was out there just fucking up Roman Reigns. He was like showing Roman Reigns what time it was. I even said at one point, I said, oh shit, Roman's going to get a chair and be a bitch. He's going to go grab the chair and he's going to try to fuck the Undertaker up with the goddamn chair. And I don't think he did. I think he just went back in the ring. There was a lot of, you can just tell Undertaker was in pain here. And you can tell that Undertaker did the things he did just because he was not able to do some of the things. I kept thinking, like, Undertaker's not going to be able to obviously do the flying out the ring thing. He almost killed himself thanks to that damn... what is it, his name? Sim Snuka, I want to say. Is that Sim Snuka? The cameraman at Wrestlemania where Shawn Michaels Undertaker fought and he almost broke his neck. I think that was him. The guy that was inducing Domino. That guy. Undertaker couldn't do his old school. I almost wanted to say Undertaker can't even do his snake eyes or run off the ropes and do the big boot thing without hurting himself. And he did a lot. There was at one point where Undertaker had got Samoan drops, and I think Roman even let go of him at one point. Like, he loosened him up a bit, and he was taking care of Undertaker. And you can see Undertaker was hurt. And this is like, this right here, this is exactly why you have to have respect for this man. Undertaker is like, I'm not even trying to be all on this guy's nuts, but Undertaker, man, if you don't have respect for Undertaker for what he did tonight, like, wow, you are a cold motherfucker. Undertaker went out there with a hip that needs replacement and a whole lot of other injuries that we probably don't even know, or he probably is just hidden from us. He's had multiple elbow surgeries and shit like that done to him over the years. He's been here for a very long time, and it's like, wow. For Undertaker to just go against Roman Reigns of all people, and then for us to even know, we know Roman Reigns is going to win. They want to give Roman Reigns the rub. The rumor already is Roman Reigns will be fighting or building up to a fight against Brock Lesnar next year. The next WrestleMania main event, just for the title. That's the rumors. But it's like, wow, man. Like, I did not have any problem with Undertaker being beat by Roman Reigns, because this was the thing he needed to do. I mean, had he done this maybe last year, had John Cena not been injured, Undertaker probably would have retired then. It was alluded that Undertaker dropped his gloves there, and it's like, oh, okay. Maybe he's retiring, but no. It was crazy. This match was just crazy. My friend was constantly badgering me. Oh, Undertaker's losing. I'm like, okay. I know. Dick riding the fuck out of Roman Reigns, and he's going to laugh at this when he hears it. Yeah, Undertaker was not looking too good. I'm just happy though that this is his swan song. Undertaker, I wish he could have went against John Cena for his last match. Hopefully he could have beat John Cena. I really wouldn't have wanted to see John Cena beat him and then hit him. Could you imagine if you could see Undertaker and John Cena doing promos? Undertaker would be like, oh, I have 13 souls that I have to dig, and you're one of them. And I plan on continuing more souls after you. You know what, Undertaker? I'm John Cena. Hustle, loyalty, respect. And you know what? I'm going to win. You keep talking about souls. You're a part-timer. Like, he'll probably break him down or some shit. That shit would not fly. John Cena would not cut a promo like he does on Miz with The Undertaker. That shit would not fly. Undertaker would fucking clown John Cena. If that shit had gone on. No. Man, this match was I'm not gonna say this match was good. Undertaker was grimacing throughout the whole thing. It was like watching Logan all over again. There were spots where Undertaker where you could clearly see he couldn't pull off maneuvers or he couldn't bounce back in time. There were times where you would see him doing questionable things, like Roman would leave the ring and Undertaker would duck down and say, oh, I'm going to follow, and then Roman would get back in and then Undertaker would get in, and it's like, dude, you could have just stayed there. He was going to come in there. There were times where you could clearly see that Undertaker was trying to tell a story for what he was doing. He literally, that's what he's all about. I mean, I'm not trying to be one of those guys that's like, oh, I know the Undertaker personally. He tries to tell us stories with his matches. No, I'm just saying, like, these wrestlers, they do tell stories with their matches, and you can obviously and clearly see that Undertaker was trying to show, oh, I'm fatigued. I'm like Logan. This is Logan. He's fatigued. He's trying to, this is his sunset. He's walking into the sunset, and he's gonna go out, the outlaw, the shootout or whatever, So, man, there was one spot where I almost thought Roman actually, I don't know if Undertaker was trying to do another tombstone. Roman attempted to, I guess, reverse it into his own tombstone, maybe, or hell, maybe I was thinking, I don't think that he had the, I didn't think they would probably he would have the balls to do that, or they would do that at all, because he was getting booed like a motherfucker. Undertaker was literally looking bad, and they were still showing respect to him, and that made me feel even more glad for him in terms of they didn't shit on him like they did that time where he lost against Brock and boo, you suck. Like, you can actually clearly hear someone say he sucked as soon as he lost that match. But they were like, probably because, of course, it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns sucks to everybody. I mean, Roman Reigns is a good worker. It's just we're tired of him being shoved down our throats here. And it's like, goodness. Now with this talk about how there was an interview where Brock Lesnar. There was an interview where Triple H actually spoke with someone about, is Roman Reigns actually classified as a heel now? Oh, well, I mean, goodness, he's already a heel. If people were booing him in this way, I mean, he sells top. He's the top merchandise seller at this moment. If he's he's getting booed by so many people. He's already a heel, isn't he? I mean, maybe we're just presenting him into a different way to you. No, that is not how it works. That's not fair. That's bullshit. You don't do that. That does not count. Roman Reigns is getting booed by hella people. Does not say, oh, he's a heel, but then he's acting like a good guy. If he was a heel, tonight he would have beat Undertaker. He would have beat the shit out of Undertaker and then continued to beat the shit out of the Undertaker after the match is over. Then he would have left Undertaker through the fucking table like the Shield Powerbomb. Then he would have walked out and said, ooh, ah, and then left. Undertaker would have been stretchered out the arena, and that would have been the end of his career. But no, he seemed as though he still seemed a little bit fucking face. He seemed facey to me. He didn't seem like he was a bad guy still, which pisses me off. Which makes me think, oh shit, if Monday Night Raw hits tomorrow and we see that Roman Reigns is a good guy, he's gonna get booed like a motherfucker. And I guarantee, and I don't know who is next in line. I would say Goldberg would get a rematch, but I clearly don't see that happening. Come on, at Payback, you're gonna blow off a Goldberg Brock Lesnar squash match at Payback of all places. And I saw this Payback commercial over 1,000 times, which pissed me off. I hate these bullshit non-build-up pay-per-views they do. Just wait in between like NXT takeovers and build a fucking story. It helps in the long run, especially with that Survivor Series. That was perfect. I was so happy and glad to see that damn Survivor Series because I'm thinking like, oh shit, look at this. We got both brands that's building up something. You got so many stories intertwined in between each other, and we got so much shit riding on the line here. And it was just good then. The pay-per-views they got now is just like, wow. This shit is so often. It's like, wow. It's like it's just Sunday Night Raw and Sunday Night SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown is a little bit decent, but come on now. And then some of them just end so quickly too. Which brings me to another. Well, I already talked about that. WrestleMania lasted hellas. They wanted us to sit there for hours. WrestleMania came on at 4 o'clock in my time in the afternoon. We sat there I sat there at the beginning, and then we came back. WrestleMania went on from 4 o'clock all the way to 11 at night. That was 7 hours. 7 hours of WrestleMania. You know what I can do in 7 hours? 7 hours. That is 7 hours. For God's sakes. Goodness. 2 hour pre-show. And then just a 5 hour event. I believe it was 2 hours. Yep, 2 hour pre-show. 5 hour event. 5 hour event. I just really botched that all up. But man, going back to this Undertaker and Roman Reigns thing. Sorry, I just keep rambling off here. Oh, goodness. Roman Reigns, I do not like him. There was a spot where he looked like he was going to spear the Undertaker at one point, and I didn't know if I can tell. This goes back to the storytelling. I didn't know if Undertaker was actually trying to. I didn't know if Undertaker was trying to tell a story by acting like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh shit, like crawling to the chair, because it seemed like he was crawling forever to that damn chair. I mean, come on now. It took him almost years to get to that fucking chair. He got to the chair, and Roman did exactly what I told everybody was gonna happen. I like to scream shit out before it happens because I want to feel like, oh, look, I know, because I'm a know-it-all motherfucker. So Roman Reigns stomps his foot on the chair and says, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. He stomps his foot on the chair. He's like, no. Picks up the chair and he beats the shit out of the Undertaker with it, like Triple H did many years back. I think Undertaker actually got some offense earlier with the chair, and I'm thinking, take off the fucking D'Lo Brown pads. Please take that shit off. Take it off. Beat his ass with the damn chair. He's not feeling it. He can't sell it. Goodness, like, really. If you got a vest on and you're getting hit with a chair, one of those ride shield vests, whatever the fuck that is, you really think you're going to get hurt with it? With a chair? Come on now. So Roman laid in on Undertaker, and then this is where the beginning of the end happens. Undertaker is showing that some signs of, oh shit, his powers are dwindling. His healing factor is not kicking in. Undertaker is slowly not even able to get on his feet. Roman Reigns proceeded to stalk The Undertaker, I guess, or stand over him. Undertaker pulled the Shawn Michaels thing. He talked shit. I do not know what he said, but my friend said something about he didn't even have the balls or something. I don't know. Undertaker mouthed something, like I just said, and this is where Roman Reigns started to do the onslaught that was Bitch Slap McGee's, or Bitch Slap City. I'm sorry, Bitch Slap McGee's. What the fuck? He started to bitch slap the shit out of Undertaker a lot with these little uppercut punches, which brings me to the point I was trying to bring up. He tried to spear Undertaker, and I think Undertaker actually just stood there. He kind of pushed him back, then slapped the shit out of him. JR was like, oh my goodness, wow. And JR, I like JR, but dude, they just needed a 2-man team right there. I could barely focus. It's probably because it's just a whole bunch. It's just me, my friends were there, so I probably wasn't really focusing on the commentary. Like I alluded to before, I do not like Byron Saxton or David Otunga. Face Fucks McGee was there too, also. Tom Phillips, my bad. But JR, I gotta look back at it. I could probably look back at the main. I know I am. I'm gonna look back at it and try to listen to the commentary. He's good. He's not bad, but I'm pretty sure Undertaker requested JR for that match because I heard, and I literally read and heard that JR was originally supposed to be commentating for the Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I told my friend, yeah, all 20 seconds of it. I mean, he would have just been that, but now that I see what it was, I mean, it would have only been, 4 minutes and 45 seconds of JR. And this match right here was 23 minutes even, so he got what he had, so just let him have his moment in the sun. Hopefully they use him some more, like in good pay-per-views, like SummerSlam and Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. There are no other important pay-per-views to me because as of right now, the roster is looking pretty flimsy in terms of storytelling. Like, I'm going to get back to that soon. But Undertaker, he went out so, oh man. Roman Reigns, literally, this is where we come back to this. Roman Reigns is OP as fuck. I've probably seen 100 Superman punches in this match. And I don't know if you've seen these videos, but there's actually this guy on YouTube that makes videos. I don't know if you know the channel. You can go check it out. It's called Wrestling Shorts. This guy he made a WrestleMania 33 cartoon prediction. It was The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, and like he literally showed that Roman Reigns is literally Superman punching the shit out of Undertaker like every fucking second. He's punching him so whole. He's punching him so hard that the souls that he's taken from his victims over the years are being sucked out of his body. His record is reversed. It's going from 24-0 or whatever it was. I think it said 24-1. It went down, or I think it was 23-1. It went reversal. And the souls, you can see, it's like a little cartoon. The souls are coming out of the Undertaker's body as he's getting Superman punched. You can see the soul of Kane and Shane McMahon. The soul of Shane McMahon has a little jersey, Shane O'Mac. It's got the soul of Ric Flair, and then the record's reversing to 0-24, and then Roman's doing his little Roman shaking, his little that shaking shit. And then he does one final Superman punch and wins. And then at the end of the shorts, you can just go check it out. It's called Wrestling Shorts. It's the WrestleMania 33 prediction. I don't want to explain the whole thing to you. There was a lot more than that, so you go check it out. You will not regret it. Undertaker, though, he took 1 million of these fucking Superman punches. There was only like a few. I'm just exaggerating here. But goodness, no reversals to this. This is a Superman punch over and over. And then the goddamn spears. Undertaker kicked out of a few spears, and I started thinking to myself, oh, this is just like when Stone Cold got rock bottom 3 times. The third one's going to count, or the fourth, whatever. This one did count, too. Undertaker got speared and kicked out a few times out of a few of them. He gets back up, and he's so dazed that Roman Reigns literally does what one of the cartoons does. And if you, like I said, you go check out Wrestling Shorts. Roman Reigns, go check out the one for Fastlane. Goodness. Go check out Fastlane Short. They have this. Roman Reigns is literally doing exactly what he did in that cartoon, The Undertaker. He bounced off the ropes back and forth and back and forth and back and spear. And down goes Undertaker. Undertaker goes down, and I'm just in so much disbelief. I'm thinking at first, maybe Undertaker could pull it off. He did the tombstone. It connected. He pinned. Roman kicks out. I'm starting to, fuck. I'm thinking, damn. And then, as soon as that last spear hit, and you can hear the pop, like the pop. I know you could hear it. You could hear it. He lands, and 1, 2, 3. And it's just, the fans are in disbelief. They're booing. They're just saddened. Roman Reigns leaves. They were going to kill that man if he hadn't left. And thank God he left. I mean, all due respect, I'm pretty sure he left. Give Undertaker his last hurrah there. His little send-off there. He leaves. But like I said, I was really hoping that, hey, maybe you can be a heel for being such an asshole the last few weeks. This is my yard now. I'm the big dog. Since when have you even alluded to this being your yard? And please, people, do not sit up here. Oh, he's always said it. No, shut the fuck up. He leaves, thank God, before someone can snipe him. But he leaves. Undertaker, he's laying there for hellas. It's like Logan, like I'm saying, like, wow, this is his last hurrah. He's laying in the middle of the ring, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is it. This is really it. You really see it. This is over. The fans are saying, thank you, Taker. The adulation, the support. I was really happy. I was thinking, damn, even through all the bullshit, these fans know he's too old for this shit. I mean, not to get at him like that, but hey, he's up there. And it's like, dude, like, man, come on, bruh. This is it. And it's sad, though. It's sad that this is his last match, and it's even sadder of how the build was. Like, goodness, it was so rushed and so quick, and I mean, this guy was eliminated by Roman. Why didn't they just keep building on that? Roman Reigns goes straight into a Braun Strowman feud, and then Undertaker just all of a sudden points at now we're going to wrestle. No, you could have built something on that. Undertaker could have just came out there a few times, and you didn't even have to do that. You could have just had Undertaker do his little gong shit like he did back in WrestleMania 20 build-up. You could have built this shit up, but it's like, wow, this is the build-up. I really would have rather seen Undertaker fight John Cena for his last match. Undertaker sets up finally after a long camera hard shot angle. It's pretty cool. He sets up. That brings me, that's another thing too. He tried to set up in the match and he literally fell over to the side. I'm already knowing they probably going to put that shit on Botchamania, or they're going to make a goddamn meme out of that. Yeah, Undertaker this was just pure respect. The fans cheer, praise. They didn't shit on him. I was really thinking, damn, they gonna shit on him. He lost. I mean, you got some idiots out there that's gonna think, you suck, Undertaker, you lost. So you got those people out there. This was good. They chanted, thank you, Taker. He left out there. He broke character. He went over there, and this is another thing too. I could have swore I zoomed in. I even saw it. I was on Snapchat posting it. There's a video of Michelle McCool sitting right behind Undertaker. Sitting right behind Jim Ross before the match started. When they showed the Jim Ross, they showed Michelle, I think. And I think Michelle must have moved all the way over there to the front on the side. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the fucking ticket master here. He broke kayfabe. He walked over there. He gave Michelle a kiss. And I was kind of surprised. This right here completely signified it. He puts his gear back on. His damn Undertaker hat, his Undertaker trench coat, his gloves are on. He's looking trim. His hair's all fucked up, but hey, it is what it is. He gets ready to leave the ring, but I'm starting to think, he waits and he turns around. I'm a little bit out of order here. He kissed his wife after all this, but he actually took off his gloves. You can see his fingers and his hands all taped up and stuff. Takes off the trench coat, folds it up. He actually takes off the hat. He puts it in the middle of the ring. All his shit. He puts all his gear up. He puts all his gear up and then proceeds to walk. And I'm thinking, he's going to walk all the way up to the nope. He's going to pause right where he was. He's going to stop, and he proceeded to put his arm up. My friend continued to badger me about how his favorite Roman Reigns won, and he actually alluded to, there's going to be a Roman Reigns day, And Yeah, I'm gonna get this. He's gonna laugh at this shit. What ended up happening next is gave him the Michael Jackson treatment. He just sunk in through the floor and he disappeared. And the coolest thing that happened, he disappears, and one of the coolest endings to a pay-per-view ever. The lights go off. The gongs are still going. The damn copyright logo pops up, and Lord and behold, boom. Everything, like I said, is dark. Another gong, and this just completely it signifies, oh, this is the end. It's over. That's it. And that right there was your WrestleMania. One of my friends actually messaged me before I started this. He showed me that on ESPN they interviewed Roman Reigns, Jonathan Coachman, and asked him, how do you feel about how your match went with The Undertaker? And it's like, wow, they're really going with this. Man, I really hope, man, Roman Reigns has turned it to a heel. I don't hate Roman Reigns as like, this isn't a John Cena thing. This is not a John Cena thing where we all hate John Cena just because, oh, he's always on top. It's not even, it's just, dude, Roman Reigns is he's so manufactured. Roman Reigns is the only guy in the Shield who doesn't have his own music. He's using the Shield music. He hasn't stripped himself away from that gimmick yet. He's like the soldier still. Like that guy, I don't know what he is. Is he a soldier or what the fuck? Like he's part of the SEAL Team 16. I don't know. He's got the music. He's got the gear. He's still doing the same shit he's always been doing. And then for a while when he was injured, he was injured. The hernia shit. If he hadn't been injured, he probably would have been okay. But wow. When he came back, that succotash, all that bullshit Vince McMahon wrote for him, it was just, yeah, they're writing on the wall. The fact that they even announced that, oh, he's going to be the next John Cena, or the fact that they even like dropped these things, like, oh, the plans might be for him to main event next year against Brock Lesnar for the title. We're moving on to making him the face. Oh, okay then, we'll see how that works. Unless you make him heel, make him heel. If you make him heel, we can all come to appreciate him. I'm pretty sure everybody will be ass backwards. He turns heel, everybody's going to be happy. Hell, he probably can do good being heel. Being bad, and then, eventually win our hearts. Like the New Day did. The New Day was shitty as fuck at the beginning. Which brings me, well, the New Day was there also to do an attendance record, which I highly doubt was factual. Because you always tweak the numbers a little bit on that. But the New Day, they were good guys. They were church guys. I don't know what the fuck that was. And they eventually just turned heel. They transitioned. And then, hey, look what happened. They were bad guys, and we started to like them. And they became good guys. And they also start selling merchandise, pushing merchandise. Is that what you want, Vince? Pushing merchandise. It's a stretch. It's a work in progress, like how I think you're doing with Vince Roman. But hey, it is what it is. They're doing their thing. That's their thing. I don't work there, so I don't want to be that guy. Just saying. That was WrestleMania in a nutshell, though. That was WrestleMania in a nutshell. I give this show I don't really know. I give it an average. To be honest, I haven't really been into WrestleMania in a long time. WrestleMania, for me, my favorite one of all time was WrestleMania 17. And ever since WrestleMania 17 or around the early 2000s, I just haven't been able to get back into WrestleMania, feel good. If anything, the Raw after WrestleMania is what you're anticipating, which is something I'm really anticipating, and I can't wait to see tomorrow. So, there's that. Yeah, that was WrestleMania. I got to give it an average of a C, I guess. I give it a C, a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It was what it was. I really wish maybe my only thing is cruiserweights could have been on the main show. I just don't like the idea that they put these matches on the pre-show and then they try to justify, you're on the WrestleMania card. No, you're not. You're the fuck when the sun is out. When the sun is out, you don't matter unless you're right at the beginning. And of course at least you're there. But it's like, goodness. Last year when they had Ryback and Kalisto fighting, you didn't even see anybody there because they was having trouble with the tickets. So it's like, goodness, these pre-shows, I don't care what no one tells me. Like a pre-show, being honored to be on the pre-show, it's like Sunday Night Heat. That's all it is. John Cena, no one really remembers when John Cena was battle rapping with people at WrestleMania 19 on Sunday Night Heat. They probably remember that pillow fight thing, but that's another story. All in all, though, I believe looking forward to the long run. They got a lot of work to do with storytelling wise. I have no clue what to expect tomorrow. That's one thing I wanted to actually say too. I was actually thinking if they were talking about Samoa Joe being there, I was thinking, hell, what was wrong with maybe Samoa Joe can come out there and maybe Roman can turn heel by. I mean, Roman's trying to beat the shit out of, because look, right at the beginning of the match, they announced this following contest is a no holds barred match. And as soon as they said that shit, I'm thinking, oh, WrestleMania 17, Stone Cold The Rock. They announced this right before the match, and then someone comes out, tries to help the opposing person. And we get a heel turn. Roman Reigns. Maybe Samoa Joe comes out there. And he's like seeing Roman Reigns getting frustrated. Right around the time when he was beating the shit out of Undertaker with the chair. Maybe he could have did it then. He was getting frustrated. Samoa Joe could have came out. Could have helped Roman. And then we could get this little build or whatever I've been hearing lately about Triple H making a stable with Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens. Maybe Roman could have been part of it. Could have been a 4-man group. But, I mean, hell. Oh, my goodness. You don't know how I feel about these overpowered groups. That authority shit, that shit was too much. Kane, J&J, Seth Rollins, Big Show, Triple H, Stephanie. Too many bodies. Stick to 4 or 3. You're good there. Maybe an authority figure manager. Boom. That's it. Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Triple H authority figure. Stephanie, she's always going to be there. I'm sorry. Someone needs to throw water on her. She needs to melt and leave us the fuck alone. But she's here. But that's not happening. Or hell, it probably could. I mean, hey, stranger things have happened on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. I think CM Punk actually turned heel the day after. When I don't know for sure. No, I think that was doing the Slammies or something. But I do remember Ryback turned heel. But that was really stupid. First, he fucked up going against Mark Henry. And then, like, dropping him. And then the next day, oh, I'm fighting John Cena. It's me. It's the big guy. It's me. Yeah. That shit didn't work out as well as it planned as well as I hoped. Or I didn't even hope. We knew John Cena was squashing that motherfucker. We don't know what to expect. I will be watching Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Like I said, it's April 3rd, 2017 now. It's currently 2:46 and I am about to close this with you can follow me on Twitter at Lildreadhead93. Follow me on Instagram, Lildreadhead1993. Facebook, you can add me. I believe the link is on the SoundCloud. Just go to my SoundCloud, which is, just type in, I believe my SoundCloud is, what is my SoundCloud? I know it's Lildreadhead Live. It's the name of the podcast, but I think to look for my name, if you're trying to type in a URL, just type in soundcloud.com, Lildreadhead1993. And Facebook, like I said, just look for Facebook on the SoundCloud. Just click on the link right there on the side. Follow me. I need some followers, some listeners. I will be posting this on my YouTube channel too. YouTube.com/Langston Ewing. That is the government name. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, you can. I do not mind. If you have questions or you have anything that you would like me to discuss with you all or review or talk about, television shows, movies, current events, inform me. Tell me, lend me your ears. Let me speaketh on to you. But with that being said, I am now signing off. And I have also alluded to you that, this was sponsored by Lildreadhead Productions. Hire Lildreadhead Productions. When you hire us, we do shit for you. So, we work in videography, photography, and graphic design. I was not bullshitting. I am also into a whole lot of the media, which is why I've started this podcast, said podcast. So, without further ado, I will be signing off now, and I have some Walking Dead to catch up on. It's 2:50 p.m. in the morning, and it goes off at 4:15. That should be fun. Deuces. Swag.